There's something incredibly healing about watching people who've walked through storms finally rest. In the case of Ashley Ogle and her hubby Sweet Guluva, former housemates of Big Brother Mzansi, this moment is more than a getaway. It's a victory lap. Their love story has never been about theatrics or loud declarations. It grew in stillness, in shared silence, and in subtle understanding. And now, after all the highs and lows, they are finally stepping into something both soft and earned, a vacation born out of peace, not escape. This is not about luxury. It's about legacy. This is not just a trip. It's a love story finally exhaling. Their journey didn't begin in a fairy tale setting. When Ashley and Sweet met inside Biggie's house, they were strangers, each carrying personal scars, hopes, and uncertainties. The house was a pressure cooker of personalities, noise, and strategy. Yet somehow, amid all that chaos, these two found peace in each other. Ashley, elegant and emotionally intelligent, moved with quiet assurance. Sweet Guluva, observant and witty, carried both charm and mystery. Their connection didn't scream for attention. It simply existed, slowly growing, quietly blooming. What they shared wasn't for show. There were no forced storylines, no performative couple dynamics. There was mutual respect. There was stillness. And eventually, there was love. They weren't the loudest, but they were the most real. Stepping out of the Big Brother house often comes with pressure, expectations to stay relevant, constant comparisons, fan speculation. For many, the adjustment is overwhelming. But Ashley and Sweet did something rare. They paused. They didn't chase clout. They didn't commercialize their connection overnight. Instead, they leaned inward. They chose each other privately before showing up publicly. There were wins. Yes. There were interviews, deals, appearances. But even with the new fame, they moved with the same emotional integrity they had shown in the house. They protected what mattered. They remembered who they were before the spotlight. And they refused to become consumed by it. That decision, to center peace over popularity, shaped the foundation of the life they're now enjoying. This vacation didn't happen by accident. It was intentional. A pause not from exhaustion, but from wisdom. They had worked. They had shown up for themselves, their careers, and each other. And now it was time to reconnect without distraction. Where many would announce a trip with flash and fanfare, Sweet and Ashley chose simplicity. They didn't need a big reveal. They didn't need to perform joy. They simply packed their bags and made space for togetherness. Their destination? Somewhere quiet. Somewhere warm. Somewhere where the days stretch and the nights sing softly. A place where the only schedule is presence. Ashley packed her books, her favorite soft fabrics, and maybe a journal. Sweet brought his playlists, his calm energy, and that signature cologne Ashley always notices. This trip was about slowing down, about breathing in joy, about being two people in love, with life and with each other. Vacations often symbolize luxury, but for Ashley and Sweet, this journey is deeper. This is a celebration of what they've survived, together and individually. They've survived public scrutiny, the loss of anonymity, the pressure of new expectations. They've walked through spaces that required performance, and now they get to move freely, without pretense. This is about honoring their emotional work, the boundaries they've drawn, the patience they've practiced, and the courage it took to love honestly in a world that constantly demanded more. Now, every wave they listen to, every sunset they watch together, every long nap in a quiet room, these are not just experiences. They're rewards. Proof that you can live through storms and still find peace. What makes this vacation so sacred isn't where they're going, it's how they're going. There's no need for refined content or endless selfies. What they share, They share because they want to, not because they need to. Their joy doesn't come from being watched, comes from being known. It's the morning walks, the shared coffee, the laughter that comes easy, the ease of a touch that's been earned, not expected. That's what real love looks like when it matures. It becomes less about moments you capture and more about moments you feel. Ashley and Sweet have reached a point where even silence between them feels full. In a culture that glorifies hustle and performance, rest can feel radical, especially for young black couples in the spotlight. But Ashley and Sweet have chosen to protect their peace, to rest openly, and to honor the truth that success includes stillness. This vacation is not a break from their lives. It's a part of it. A reminder that joy is not earned through suffering, but chosen with intention. They're not retreating. They're refueling. Because what they're building, together, requires energy that only peace can provide. Some love stories go public and lose their soul. Not this one. Sweet and Ashley have shown remarkable maturity in how they've handled their relationship. They haven't made it a brand. They've made it a safe space. And this vacation reflects that. It's not performative. It's not loud. It's intimate. Rooted. It's two people saying, we choose each other, again, and again, and again. And in that choice lies everything. As they reflect on their journey, from their first glances in the house to this current moment, they carry gratitude. For every lesson. For every misstep. For every person who doubted them. For every silent prayer whispered behind the scenes. Because through it all, they've remained. Not perfect, not untouched, but unbroken. And now, they move forward from a place of clarity. Clarity about their values. Clarity about their love. Clarity about the life they want to build. One that feels just like this vacation. Peaceful, present, and protected. For so long, both Ashley and Sweet had to fight to be understood, to be respected, to be seen beyond stereotypes, beyond expectations. This vacation is not just a reward. It's a mirror reflecting how far they've come. It's a gentle reminder that they are not who they were when they entered the house. They are fuller now, softer, stronger. They are seen, first by themselves, then by each other. And that, more than anything, is the real prize. They're not done dreaming. They're just getting started. But this time, they're dreaming from a rested heart, with clearer eyes, with a deeper knowing of who they are and what they want. They will return from this vacation not just refreshed, but realigned. Ready to continue building the kind of life that reflects who they've become, not who the world tells them to be. And that kind of clarity, that kind of peace, it changes everything. Ashley Ogle and Sweet Guluva are not just traveling. They're healing. They're grounding. They're remembering why they chose each other in the first place, and why they'll keep choosing each other for years to come. They don't owe anyone a performance. They don't owe anyone an explanation. They've earned the right to rest, to retreat, to restore. And as they do so, they carry with them not just clothes and passports, but purpose. They are not running from anything. They are walking toward everything they've always deserved. Love, peace, wholeness. This isn't just a vacation. This is a soft, sacred declaration. We've survived. We've built. Now we rest. And perhaps the most powerful thing of all is this. They're not celebrating being seen. They're celebrating being safe. With each other. For each other. Always. Thank you for watching.